All right, positive energy all the time. Rep your city, rep your city. We're going to talk about emotional men. And even the word emotional, the way it's used, is tripped out. Because certain things that's emotional, they don't call it emotional. So we're going to get into that. Because when I say emotional, I don't think a lot of people know what I mean by emotional. We're going to get into that. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let us know where you from, rep your city, rep your city. We got Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. Everybody on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. Everybody in San Jose. What's going on? Go to the comment that's pinned in the chat and help this sister on GoFundMe. She's been trying to raise money for a minute. It's been going slow. I went and checked on it. It wasn't moving, so I'm going to try to get her to help her out so she can finally get her situation together, get her car running, and get back to work. Yeah. I thought I had it pinned, but it's not. We got Marilyn in the building. We got Philadelphia in the building. We got the beautiful queen representing ATL in the building. We got New Jersey in the building. We got North Carolina. We got Hartford in the building. We got NOLA in the building. We got Pennsylvania in the house. We got South London in the building. Cincinnati, Ohio's in the building. We're going to get into this interesting conversation. I'm going to break it down for you. We got Chicago in the house. Be more. Got the beautiful queen representing Houston, Texas. We got Houston, Texas in the building a couple times. Much love, pretty lady. Lady Lioness in the building. We got Brinkston in the building. Y'all come on in. Salute, 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 salute. Ross. Salute, salute, salute. Rep your city, rep your city. I hope everybody's doing great. This is a very interesting conversation that I'm going to have because there are people that have different opinions about men expressing their emotions. I just seen a thing, G-Raw, I just seen a thing on my Instagram where they were talking about men crying. And I don't never cry. And we got Shreveport in the building. And when I tell people I don't cry, because I mentioned that on social media, it's very interesting because the interpretation when I say I don't cry, people interpret that as if I try to hold it in. So they be saying stuff like, "Oh, what do you cry later?" Or, but what I'm trying to tell people is, I don't cry at all. I don't. I don't try to hold it in. You know how, like, before you cry, you get choked up? I don't have that some kind of way. It's not like I, it's not like I, right? When I say I don't cry, it's not like I worked on that. It's not like it's not like I ever in my life said, "Oh, don't cry." That's not it. And that's what some people think. They think I said, "Oh, men ain't supposed to cry, don't cry." No, I really don't have that. And so the only time I've cried, the last time I cried, probably when I was a little boy, maybe getting a spanking. My mama gave me a spanking probably for something. So I got spankings probably at 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. Maybe if I did something bad, maybe 9. But like 10, 11, 12, like that, I never cried. I don't have, when you cry, you get choked up in here. I don't have that. Because some people think I be choked up and I just be trying to stop my eyes from crying. No, I don't have whatever that is that makes you get choked up. I don't have that. I don't have that. My emotions is just even keel. I've never been in a relationship where I'm screaming at a woman. I don't do that. I don't do that either. Yeah, I don't do that. My father didn't do that either. My father, I never seen my father like screaming at my father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, my father wasn't like that either. It's just, different people are different. So different people. But I lived in a very calm household. So I've never seen, my mom and daddy, they didn't argue like that. You know how some households, you did, I never grew up in an emotional household. My father was real chill. And my mother would be, dictating stuff when she get mad about keeping the house clean and stuff like that. But neither one of them did this over the top hollering. Most of my mother's hollering was at me and my sister. Y'all get this stuff up and get this stuff out of here. Who cleaned up? Who got these dishes in this sink with food in them? That type of stuff. I didn't live, my mother and father didn't have arguments. So I didn't grow up with a family with turmoil. That might got something to do with it because it was just no turmoil in our house. If it was, I'd tell you. There was no turmoil in the house. You know? It just wasn't. We was raised, me and my sister was raised where they give you the rules early and you got to learn by 9 or 10 and you got it and that's that. So we had rules, clean up behind yourself, rinse your plate before you put it in the sink. Like we couldn't put food in the sink. You had to rinse, you had to wipe your plate out and rinse it. You couldn't put food in the bedroom cans. You got the little garbage cans in the bedroom. No food in the bedroom garbage can. No type of food in the sink. When you look in the sink, there's dishes in the sink, but it's nothing but water. There's no spaghetti sauce or nothing like that. We got allowances. My job was to vacuum upstairs, right? My job was to vacuum upstairs and to take the garbage out and empty the cat pen. We had a cat in the basement. My sister's job was to vacuum downstairs. She didn't really have to wash the dishes. My mother washed the dishes and keep our rooms clean. That's it. Basically, that's pretty much it. My mom and daddy wasn't hollering at each other. They never broke up. My father was kind of quiet. My mother would sometimes be upset at my father. Like, let's say we at home with my father, me and my sister just running around and, toys is all over the place. And my daddy like, yo, stop, yo, stop, yo, stop. And sometimes my mother would come on, start hollering at me and my sister about getting our stuff up. Then she'd be like, and Randolph just let y'all do it. And my daddy catch some stray shots and he would just rub his face. Oh, Bessie. Yeah. Oh, Bessie. He wouldn't. No, 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 no. I never seen my daddy like that. My mother does a lot of the hollering because she's the one making sure the children do what we have to do. My daddy, he didn't do much hollering. My daddy be like, y'all stop. We just keep going. He'd be like, y'all stop now. We keep going. He'd be like, y'all cut it out. And he had the magic word we knew to stop. When he say, if y'all don't sit down, I'm going to get up, put my foot in y'all ass. Then we would stop. That was the magic word with my daddy. If y'all don't cut it up, I'm going to get up, put my foot in your ass. But he's not hollering. Do I feel like the rulers in this society is trying to push a male feminine agenda? I feel like the rulers of this society are feminine, a lot of them. So they just are setting an example of what they are. pretty much. I've been in relationship with women that been in relationship with men that argue and holler, scream back and forth. And early in the relationship, these women, they be hollering and screaming and stuff, and they waiting on me to reciprocate, to return it, and then I don't. And so after a while, they stop doing it because it doesn't benefit them to do it because I don't do it. And nobody's just going to argue with somebody that's not going to argue back. Nowadays, men don't run the house like that. My daddy didn't run the house. My daddy didn't run the house. My daddy didn't run the house. That's also a false concept that men run the house. No, men have never ran the house. My granddaddy in Alabama didn't run the house. My granddaddy in Alabama worked out in the field, and when he came home, he was chilling. The women always ran the house because the only ones to run is the children. So when they say a man rule a house, a man don't got to rule his wife. His wife is already going to do. You understand? We run outside the house, but when they say men run the house, they forget that a woman don't have to be ran. Your wife don't have to be ran. So that sounds ridiculous. I've never had a wife where I got to run her. Run her to do what? There's nothing in the house to do to run her. There's nothing to boss her about. She come home, she's hungry too. She gonna cook dinner. She's not cooking dinner because I say cook dinner. She cooking dinner because she want to eat. And most time women want to cook what they want. Most time women, they want to cook the dinner. They come home, oh, I got a taste for this. And that's what they finna pop. They already been thinking, when I get home, I'm going to cook me some greens like that. So they're not really cooking for me. They cooking for them and the children, and I'm just eating. The women aren't cooking for the men. They're cooking for the children and her, and then you just eat. Basically, there's nothing to run. What is there to run? I've never had to run a house. How? Run what? The wife does everything. The men do the stuff like cut the grass, trim the bushes, stuff like that. Wash the car, put gas in it, stuff like that. The women do all this stuff. Why? Because the women get in that mode when? When they have a baby. So when a woman has a baby, what does she have to do? Wash the baby, clean the baby, change the baby. Right? So that's when she get into her women duties from having a baby. The baby can't walk. The baby can't talk. The baby can't get its own bottle. She got to do it. And that's how she develops the household, taking care of the household, because she has to take care of the baby. So that creates her to be a homemaker. Women are homemakers because they have babies. That's why women are homemakers. And babies make mess. And she mostly clean up behind who? The baby. The baby pee on themselves. The baby boo-boo on themselves. The baby spill the bottle. The baby make a mess. The baby spill their food all over the little high seat and break it all on the floor. Sometimes the baby just do this with the food. It's a baby. And just rake all the food out, And she's like, oh God, and she go clean up behind the baby. So she begins to keep the house clean for the baby and the children. She's mopping the floor because the children be crawling around and playing on the floor. She's not mopping the floor for me. She mopping the floor for the baby. I'm at work. I'm doing what I got to do. These are the facts, the natural facts. The woman in this picture did it, kept all us in line. We grown now, so she didn't have to do much. My daddy went to work and just came home and everything was already in order. He didn't have to do much. My daddy mostly focused on making sure my mother don't got to put no gas in the car, shoveling the snow, raking the leaves, trimming the bushes, any type of carpenter work, any type of plumbing work. If the toilet gets stopped up, my mama don't go plunge it. He plunges it. No, he wasn't mad because you wasn't allowed to be mad. You wasn't allowed to do things to piss them off back then. You had to sit the hell down. The new generation, I don't know. But when I was coming up, hey, you got everything together by the third or fourth grade. My sister looked just like my mama. Yeah, that's my sister. That's me and my dad. Listen, when I was growing up, everything is in line. The children's in line by the third, fourth grade. By the fourth grade, you're in line. This is when your daddy starts saying stuff like, boy, the older you get, the dumber you get. See, I grew up when they started saying, now you too old for this. You too old for all this. You know what I'm saying? They had a limit. You couldn't act like no third grader when you was a fourth grader. They used to want to see progress. They wanted to see progress when I was growing up. My daddy wasn't emotional. They say, your dad, for what? What is going on in a normal family for a man to be emotional? What? I'm confused. There's no emotional stuff going on in the house. What? What the hell happens emotional in a family? Nothing. No relationship I've been in was there any emotional situation for me. Get emotional about what? What could happen with a wife and your children that is emotional? Put it in the chat. Maybe I'm missing something. Because I can't think of anything that would be emotional. Because all I'm doing is taking out the garbage and sitting there and helping her discipline the kids if they're in high school and stuff like that. What the hell's going on for there to be emotions? Somebody give me some examples of why I would be emotional at home with my family. Give me some examples. Like what happened? Nothing. Give me some examples why I would be emotional at home with my woman and the children. What? I'm the next generation, so I'm at home. What would happen for me to be emotional? Does anybody know? Can anybody give me an example? We had 4 teenagers. What is emotional to do with them? They're already raised. They been knew the rules when they was little. That's my stepson, my 2 stepdaughters, and my youngest son. And then we had a little girl. What emotions? I'm at home on the game, and the boys doing me dirty because I don't know how to play. Oh, shit. Why y'all don't show me how to work this? What's the game where you out of space and you shooting people out of space? And I keep dying. You know? Because you have to know how to get the gun. I got the one spot. What's the outer space game where you go to different planets and you like having war? You like a military. And there's one spot where I get to, and every time I stick my head up, the dude kill me because I didn't know how to get the gun with the scope on it. Halo. I didn't know how to get the gun with the scope on it, so I couldn't see dude. So I kept trying to shoot dude. All I see is a little man moving. Of course, they cheating. They ain't telling me because they don't want me to do good. Finally, one of them said, hey, Dad, you gotta get another gun. You gotta get that gun right there with the scope. I got the gun now. I can see dude, pop. But they ain't trying to tell me nothing. So what we gonna be hollering about? The only hollering I'm doing is, dang, they shot me again. That's the only thing I'm doing. The only hollering I'm doing is on the NBA. Get y'all ass out of here, boy. I told y'all can't beat me. That's all we doing in the house. What is y'all doing in the house? Y'all hollering and screaming and the man got emotions? What kind of emotions? Do you display emotions? How? Somebody give me some ideas on what, give me some examples of what would make me be emotional in the house. Because I've been trying to figure that out. I can't think of no emotional circumstances. I ain't lying. I'm like, okay, they be saying I need to be emotional for what? I've been in relationships since I was young in high school. And I got a girlfriend. I'm young. I really love her, and she want to break up, and we break up. And I'm hurt over it, but I ain't hurt like cry hurt. Yeah, I've had relationships and broke up, and I'm hurt, but if I'm with you and I really love you, and you want to break up or you cheat on me, I'll be hurt, but emotional? No. Emotional how? What I'm supposed to do? Give me some examples what I would do if I have a relationship problem with a woman. What I'm supposed to do emotional? Because it's going 2 ways. We're going to be together or we're going to break up. It's real simple. We're going to be together or we're going to break up. Typically, in my situation, if there's a relationship problem, maybe she might be a little emotional and I might be trying to calm her down. It ain't all that. It ain't all that. That's all the emotions I got. It ain't like that. You tripping. But as far as emotional, like crying or sad or hollering and screaming, hell no. Give me a thorough example. Like what would happen in a relationship? Be specific, Mrs. Moore. I'm really interested. Did you helping me out? Give me something specific a woman could do to me, and let me tell you what my response would be. Anybody, give me something specific that a woman could do to me that would make me have emotional outbursts. I gotta hear this. Because I ain't. Somebody give me something specific. What could a woman do to me to make me have an emotional outburst? Anybody? April? Anybody? Give me an example. This'll be fun. This is great. I want y'all to try to, I really want y'all to participate and try to tell me, so I could think about it. And I'm gonna be honest too. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. One thing about Pharaoh, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I've had women cheat on me before. I've had a woman cheat on me before. She cheated on me. I've never had a woman do that. I've been with decent women. So I've had a woman cheat on me before. She cheated on me. I chilled that night. I got up the next morning. I packed my shit and I left. I've never had a woman steal. I packed my shit and left, but I wasn't crying and shit and all that. I packed my stuff and left. I left. I called my cousin, got a moving truck, and I moved. Shit. I was probably upset and shit, but I wasn't emotional though. I wasn't happy about it, but I wasn't emotional though. Emotional for what? What's that gonna do? Which leads to when I say emotional men are not necessarily a good thing because an emotional man might unalive her and throw his life away and go to prison. An emotional man might hurt her and the baby. You see what I'm getting at? I don't know what emotional is because I don't do it. From what I understand, emotional is something that you're going to see outwardly. And I'm not showing no outwardly emotions like that. I feel like if you're a little disappointed or something, I don't consider that emotions. I don't believe there's no such thing as emotions in the world as far as detecting them unless you show them. So I consider emotionals acting emotional. If you're not acting emotional, then you're not emotional. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. So I feel like if you do something to me and I'm sad, I don't feel like I'm emotional. But if I start crying like Turk did on Ayana Saved My Life, then I'm emotional. You understand? Basically, I feel like if you do something to me and I'm sad, I don't feel like that's emotional. I think it's emotional when I'm like, how you can do me like that? I can't believe you did me like that. You know? Everybody's got emotions. Yeah, remember Hot Boy Turk on the Yana Saved My Life? He was standing in the corner. I want my daddy. My daddy. Y'all remember that? He was crying for his daddy. I remember too much stuff. I don't really got control of my emotions. Uh, I can't get physical because I don't hit women. So I don't hit women. So what I'm gonna do? I don't hit women. I don't hit women. See, I grew up as a little boy, me and my sister. So as a little boy, I was taught don't hit girls, right? Because my mother said if you hit them, you can mess them up and they might not be able to have a baby. So having that in your mind from real little, you just be a person that just don't hit women. Having that in your mind. You just grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up with a sister, you know what I'm saying? I never, and then my father don't do that. I've never seen my father hit my mother or nothing. See, this me and my sister. See what I'm saying? So my sister I always protected my sister. So I always looked at women as something you protect. I always protected my sister. I was taught as a little bitty boy, don't hit girls. One time I hit my sister. And my mother called me in the bedroom and she said, come here, baby. She said, listen, you can't hit your sister because your sister have babies. And if you hit her in the stomach, you might really hurt her. She might not never be able to have babies. And as a little boy, that spooked me. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That spooked me. So I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to be responsible for that. Right? Because my mother was real good with psychology. So when she told me that, she said, girls is dainty. They're not like boys. They're not rough like y'all. And so I looked at my sister and I seen she wears slips and shit. And I said, oh, yeah. So I protected my sister. But I always protected her. But my mother taught me, you can't hit her. She a girl. They different. I'm like, oh. If she hit you, come tell me. So that's what I did. If she hit me, I go tell my mama. Because before this point, at this point, like right here, when you would come visit our house and you say, hi, Michael, I say, hi. And then you say, hi, Chandra, I would look at her. I'd be like, she said hi. This is what my mother told me. Or you say, hi, Chandra, I look at her. I'd be like, she said she don't like you. And my mother said, you can always read your sister's mind and you can always tell our guests what she thinking. That's what my mother told me. I don't remember because I was little. I'm two. So they'd be like, hi, Michael. I'd be like, hi. And they'd be like, hi, Chandra. I look, I don't like you. You know, that's what my mother told me. Or her say hi. She wouldn't say nothing. And then all through life, we had to go to school. And my mother was like, if one of y'all come in here beat up, both of y'all better come here beat up, or the other person got to be beat up. And I'm the boy, I'm the oldest. So as we got older, we went to school. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I'm not emotional, because I wasn't emotional with my sister. So I grew up as a man. I'm not emotional. And so when we went to grade school, we went to school and everybody know, touch her and you getting dog walked. Then we went to high school on 87. We live on 116th. We ride the bus sometime. I'm on the bus. She sit on the inside. I sit on the outside. Play if you want to. Then she transferred to a different high school. When she transferred to a different high school, I was going to the Lutheran school. She was going to the public school. On days we had out of school, I would just go up to her school and mean mug her little male friends. Just kind of like letting them know, you don't want me to come back up here. Facts. She'll tell you. Then she went to Northern Illinois University. I load up the car with the Goonie Goons and went up to Northern Illinois, beginning of her freshman year, and went to the homecoming dance and shit, and mean mugged everybody, the white kids, the white girls, because you know it's racism, and all the black dudes. So my sister be like, this my brother. They be like, hi. I'll be like, what up with you? You know, real shit. What's up? You know, my whole energy is like, what's up? Like, why your brother like that? Punk, because I better not have to come back up here. And still today, we grown. I'm finna be 68. She finna be 67. She better not call me. On my soul. It's gonna go bad. She's never had no problems in the world. Well, one little boy, Gregory, and that didn't go good for Gregory. Yeah, that didn't work out right. Oh, okay. Let me see what you're saying, Queen. Okay. Y'all might have been saying stuff. Let me go back and see what y'all was saying. Most dudes can't handle a girl or wife cheating. Then you said, what you say, sweetheart, there's a difference between being emotional and having emotions. Having control of your emotions or allowing your emotions to control you is the issue. 100% correct. There are emotionally unstable people out there. They have no control over their emotions. You are 100% right. DMX was dealing with a lot of issues, 100%. Drugs are one of the issues he always spoke about, yes. So my thing, I never really had that. So to me, you know, women was always like delicate, like you could break them. You know what I'm saying? So my thing, if a woman do whatever, if she cheat on me or she do something, I think what I'm supposed to do? I can't do nothing but leave her. What I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? That was my attitude. I really can't do nothing. It ain't no dude. Only thing I do is go my separate ways. What I'm supposed to do? I swear right now, I can't hit a woman. It's creepy. You know? To me, like the thought of hitting a woman is just creepy. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a relationship with women that hitting on me and shit. Some little girls do beat up boys. I've been in relationships where women hit me and shit. I got toxic masculinity. I'm toxic. I've had girlfriends hit me, boom, hit me in the earring, my ears start bleeding. But I got toxic masculinity. I'm rough. So I'm like, stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, stop. What the hell? That's, you know what I'm saying? Because my attitude is stop. First off, that don't even hurt, okay? Stop. I'm a man. I had a girlfriend, she hit me in my ear. I had a woman hit me in my ear and it would start bleeding my earring. Blood. I'm like, stop. But I'm a savage. That's not, listen. I've been stabbed up. I be out with the Goonie Goons. I've been in the county jail with real Goonie Goons. You was a lady. Stop. A lady cannot hit me hard enough for me to be like mad like that. A lady, what the hell am I supposed to do? But say, stop. What you want me to do as a lady? Where the G's at? She ain't gonna do nothing but feel bad later and let you knock her back out. She gonna make up for it. Where the players at? She gonna make up for it. That's your baby boo-boo. She can hit you. You'll be all right. Come on, man. What's she gonna do? That's bird taps. Like, what the hell? That ain't even a real hit. In most cases, I've had a few women like that. In most cases where a woman hit me, they've been in a relationship where they've been boxing, like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So now she broke up with some dude and she with me and she bring them bad habits to me. Then I have to reprogram her and deprogram her and reprogram her. So then when she get with me, then she's eventually see, oh, he not due. Because I had a girl one time, I had a girlfriend. Well, she was a woman. And she was hollering and shit. And when I moved, she did that. I said, oh, shit, somebody been hitting her. So I had to have patience with her. She thought I was finna hit her. It spooked me. I was like, what's she jumping for? Yeah. See, man, you gotta understand, sometimes women got trauma from the last weirdo she was with. So as a king, you gotta take time to let her know, no, baby, it ain't like that with me. Yeah, I was with a woman hollering and stuff. And when I moved, she did this. It freaked me out. Yeah, she thought I was finna hit her. Freaked me out. I was like, oh, she been getting hit. She been fighting with some dude. After a while, when she see you not that, she calmed down. She stopped trying to get you to fight. Like she realized, no, this ain't James. This Pharaoh ain't James. I need to calm the fuck down. He don't do all that. I don't do all that. I ain't fighting no damn lady. That. No. I got toxic masculinity. I can't be fighting no lady. You get mad, hit me in the jaw. I'm like, stop. First off, that don't hurt. Sit your ass down. Yeah. Girls, what you want me to do? I can't beat up no lady. How you beat up a lady? So I be having women saying you should show your emotions. Dudes that show his emotions gonna kick your ass. Dudes that show emotion, when a woman cheat on them, they unalive her. Emotions is not necessarily a good thing for a man. I'm telling you. All this show your emotions. All right. So now if she go do something dirty and I'm thinking in my mind, I should kill this hoe. You mean I really should do it? No. I'm just thinking. I ain't gonna do it. If I'm emotional, I'm going to prison. Oh, hell no. Listen, emotions ain't good in a relationship or on the streets. Emotions are no good. You get emotional with the police and see what happened to you. Get emotional with the police. A man is a man. We don't react off emotions. We react off of tactics and logic. I ain't never seen my daddy roping no dog. You did all this, Bessie. Bessie, you're the boss, Bessie. I ain't never seen that before. My mom is hollering, Randolph, you let these kids run around here this? My daddy rubbed his face. Oh, Bessie. Oh, Bessie. That's all he would say. She couldn't really get him upset. My mama couldn't get my daddy upset. He was upset proof. So, I mean, growing up with him as my daddy, I'm upset proof. No, you can't, no. Because me, women, if a woman's mad and she hollering at me and she tripping, and that's my baby boo-boo, she can holler and trip. She going to be all right. I was in a relationship and everything would be going good. And then one day she would just wig out. And then 2 days later, she all right. Then another time came. She wigged out. Then she was all right. I'm thinking, what the hell? Then the one time she wigged out, and I noticed her period came 3 days later. So I said, oh, because they tell us a woman is all uppity during her period. No, a woman is all uppity about 4 to 3 days before her period. So I started writing her period down. As I told her, I thought you was crazy. Oh, it's your period. She said, yeah. I said, so when you was acting crazy the other day, that's because your period coming down. She said, yeah. Because when the period really come down, women are not mean when their period come down. They get a little mean before it come down. When it comes down, they're very quiet and they don't feel well. Yeah, when a woman's period actually comes down, she's not mean. She's kind of pitiful. She don't feel well. You got to kind of cater to her. She don't feel well. She's quiet. So all that's false when they say a woman is mean when she have a period. That's false. When she has her period, she's kind of don't feel well and she's kind of quiet. And you got to kind of cater to her till she feel better. She get a little mean before it come down because sometimes she don't even know it's coming down. So I tell men all the time, write down your woman's period. And when she started just picking with you and shit, her period's coming down. Leave her alone. Her period's coming down. So once I did that, I didn't have no more problems because when she would get funny acting, I would say, your period coming down. And she would come down and say, you probably right. I said, yeah. She'd get up and I say, your period probably come out. She'd say, you know what? You probably right. And she would just chill out. She'd be like, I think so. And here's the horrible part. So we had a daughter. and they periods was at the same time. So I had two of them tripping, the mama and my daughter. You can't tell my daughter nothing because it's so and so. Say, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. Hey, Brooklyn Winterflower. My daughter and her mama's period starts coming around the same time. They both tripping. My daughter, yeah, menopause. Menopause is divorce time. You can get divorced menopause. But they ain't in their right mind. And then empty nest syndrome. When the kids leave, she get a little strange too. Empty nest. If she have empty nest syndrome at the same time she got menopause, oh man, it could be horrible. But I don't got those type of emotions like that. So yep, Lone Ranger, yeah. Yeah, empty nest syndrome is rough. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm like women, once you my woman, I'm gonna look out for you for the rest of your life. If you have a child by me, if we have a good breakup or a bad breakup or whatever, I'm always look out for you for the rest of your life. Cause my thing is if something happened to her, it hurt my child. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta kind of protect my child. So I gotta kind of protect my child's mother. So it's like if I break up with a woman, I got a child by her. I ain't talked to her in 2 years, 16 months or something since she talked about whatever my child. And one day she called me and said, come over here. I think it's somebody creeping around the house and stuff like that, right? My thing is I gotta go over there and make sure she's all right because if she get unalive, my child lost her mother and gonna be traumatized. See what I'm saying? So I'm kind of stuck. So if I get with a new woman, she got to understand I got to always protect my children's mother because I'm protecting my children. But it ain't no thing where I'm going to get back with her because I don't do the get back shit. I don't do the get back together shit. Yeah, I don't do that. Once we broke up, that's it. I don't go back. But I gotta protect her. Because if she get unalived or something, my daughter, you know what I'm saying? So they already know. If you're in your car, it break down, you by yourself, you stranded, call me, I'll come give you a jump. But I ain't gonna try to sleep with you. I ain't gonna try to feel on you because I'm a G. So I'm not gonna try to, to me that ain't no player shit. I come in to help you get your car jumped, and then I'm trying to kiss on you. Shit, that's Buster. That's a Buster ass nigga. I'm not doing all that. I'm a G. To me, that's some weirdo shit. Cause why would I try to take advantage of her when she's going through some shit rather than just help her and going back where the fuck I was at? That's some creepy shit. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I had women, they tried to put me through some shit. But my thing is this, you know, I didn't knock your back out a bunch of times, so it'll be all right. If a woman come to me and say, Pharaoh, I don't want to be with you no more, and I love her, and she come and say, Pharaoh, I want a divorce. I slept with somebody, and I don't want to be with you no more. What I hear is, Pharaoh, you can go get some more pussy out there. Because, I pass up a lot of ass fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds different to me. You know, to me, it sounds like she said, Pharaoh, you can go fuck some of them fine ass women you passed up on. And I'm like, all right, bet that. That's why I had 3 wives. I got 6 children because, I'm a player and a player just, this. I like to be a faithful man. So I'm going to stay faithful. But if you want to move on, instead of me thinking I'm losing something, I don't quite look at it like that. I kind of look at it like, well, I was faithful and I was passing up a lot of booties and titties and stuff. And even if you both never met anyone else, should a return be a good or bad? It's all up to the person. If you want to go back to a woman you love, I say do it. Because I'm 68 and I can't say that some woman I wouldn't be with, I might be with at 77. I don't know what life got in store. So I would never say nothing is bad. I would say you got to live your life. And what I do, you don't have to do what I do. So if you want to get back with her, you love her, she love you, you want to get back together, I say do it. That's what I say. Because you never know what. But I would say if there's any animosity, it's not going to work. Pharaoh, she tried to tell you porn is cheating. I don't really do porn. So I don't really do porn. Why would I do porn? I'm a player. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do porn because I don't like looking at men's. I don't want to see the men. So if I did do porn, it would just be a lady playing with a lady, but I'm not watching no dude butt ass naked. No, pause. I got toxic masculinity, so I don't like porn. Because porn, I got to look at a man. Pause. The hell I want to see him for? So I don't do porn. Love could burn once again. I don't know. That's on you. But I don't do porn because I don't like seeing naked men. I only like women. Women's. I don't want to see no naked dude. You feel me? Oh no. That ain't my thing. And then I don't really like porn. I don't like strippers or nothing. I don't like no coochie that I can't go up in. If I can't touch it, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like looky. I ain't a looky loo. Yeah, I don't like looking. I never liked porn or naked magazines or nothing. Whenever they call you, you'll be there. I mean, whenever they call me, I ain't gonna be there, but if they're in trouble, I'll be there. But I ain't like a good neighbor. I ain't State Farm. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a break and then we'll finish. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Ladies, send your beautiful pictures in, okay? Send your beautiful pictures in, all right? So, yeah, ladies, send your beautiful pictures in so we can expand that. All the ladies, you look so beautiful. Much respect, Azim. I'm going to keep it 1 billion. Yeah. I don't like looking at no dudes. And then when it comes to sex, and like I'm not with a woman, right? And I'm building up all this sperm, that's testosterone. So that's a good time to hit the weights. Why would I shoot that out for no reason when I could keep it in and hit the weights, hit the push-ups, and hit the crunches? So you could use that lack of sex to like get in better shape. You know what I'm saying? That's the time to hit the gym. That's the time to hit the weights. You know what I'm saying? That's the time to hit the barbells, hit the push-ups when you ain't got no woman. You know, I'm finna be 68 next month. And as a single man, 68, it's 1 billion ladies out there. So I'm not really thirsty like that. Because, you know, like the world is, man, I don't got no lot of competition like you young brothers. It's a whole bunch of older women, fine ass older women that really want a man. They really desperate right now. But I'm concentrating on some other stuff. I got to write this book. I got to go on this book tour. I got to drop this album I'm finna drop. I really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really focus on a woman like that right now. I ain't gonna be able to really cater to her. I'm finna be out of town for 3 months writing a book. What woman gonna wait on me 3 months while I'm writing? You know what I'm saying? You know what woman gonna wait on me while I'm writing? But I'm definitely interested in a relationship, but on social media, I never talk about relationships on social media. When I started on social media, I was married. Nobody never seen my wife. Never heard her talk. I never discuss my relationships on social media. I'll discuss relationships, but I don't discuss my business like that. And any woman I'll be with ain't gonna discuss it. They'll never discuss me with nobody, and I'll never discuss them. Some gangster shit. Yeah, I don't do that. Because that ain't everybody's business. A relationship is personal. Stop telling all your business about your relationship. No, ain't my woman give me trouble. No, if my woman give me trouble, you'll never know because that's me and my woman. I don't bring my relationships to social media, period. No way, no how. I always talk in general. I never talk personal about relationships on social media. I don't do that. You'll never see me come over here and talk about no relationship I'm in. You hear me talk about things I went through that's irrelevant, that you can't finger point, you can't say, you know what I'm saying? But you'll never see me talk about my relationship. That's tacky. Kings don't do that. Kings is kings, and they move privately. And it's like the men, how could you uh, be the leaders of the women when you teaching them the wrong way? We supposed to teach the women the right way. Women ain't supposed to be discussing their relationship either. Keep your relationship, keep your damn mouth shut. Don't talk about your relationship. I don't go around no dudes, none of my partners, nobody I hustle with. I don't ever discuss my relationship with nobody but the person I'm in the relationship with. Not my parents, not my sister, nobody. I don't discuss that. I only talk to the person I'm in the relationship with. I don't talk about that at all. There's such thing as privacy. And to me, that's the ultimate privacy is a relationship between a man and a woman is between a man and a woman, not nobody else. So if I'm with a woman and we break up, I'm not going to nobody, yeah, we broke up, blah, 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 blah. I'm not doing all that. I'm not saying nothing. Now, women might do that, but you're trying to set an example for them. But I'm not a woman. I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. In my book, I'm not saying nothing about the women because I'm writing a book about me, right? So why would I put their business in there? I'm not putting them in there. I'm not putting them in there. So if you're a dude and you ask me how my wife doing or something, I'm gonna be like, what you mean? Why are so many men saying they want a woman to submit because they weirdos and they don't know what submit mean? Submit how? Because they weirdos. What does that mean? Submit. Submit how? If she your woman, she already submit. If I'm with you and I come home and you come out the bathroom in a negligee and you get up on the bed face down, ass up, how much submitting I need? From the time I'm having intercourse with her, she's submitting. I'm entering her, right? All right, then what you mean you need a woman to submit? Every time you have sex with them, she's submitting. Duh. What the hell? What? That sounds crazy. Listen, in a relationship, you enter her. You put liquids in her. She takes the liquid. That's submission. How much submission you want? And then you don't even honor that. See, as a king, you honor making love to her, for her letting you do, for you, you and her having a situation. You're the dominant one. You're planting the seed, and she's the earth that's letting the seed be planted. It's a beautiful thing. If a man tell me that he wants a woman to submit, I'm thinking pedo. So I'm thinking, yeah, I don't sound right to me. Listen, I don't want no woman to submit with me. I like queens. And we run a kingdom. And my queen, she don't submit. She a queen. In ancient times, if you was the pharaoh and you had a queen, the main palace, right, was one thing, but the queen always had her own quarters. The queen always had her own soldiers. And if she told her soldiers, right, that I can't come in, I can't go in, because the queen's soldiers don't follow the pharaoh or the king. The queen's soldiers only do what she say. So if she put them on her door and say, don't let me in, I can't go in. And if I try to force my way in, there will be a war between the queen's army and my army. Facts. Listen, if a man tell me he want a woman to submit, I'm gonna say, did your mama submit? Because I'm ignorant. So your mama's a submitter? I'm confused. Because I can't picture my mama submitting. My mama didn't submit. This was a family. They was both participating. It was love. It was the king and the queen. There ain't no submission. My mama didn't submit to my damn daddy. They talking crazy. That don't sound right. That don't sound like no king and no queen and no family. I don't want no wife to submit to me. Hell no. That sounds crazy. I don't want no wife to submit to me. I want her to love me. I don't want her to submit though. The hell is submit? I don't even got nothing for you to do. You know, when you think of submitting, then I got stuff for you to do. I don't got nothing for you to do. So what I'm gonna if she submit, what I'm gonna make her do? No, I ain't submit. Submit to what? What do you do? When the woman submit, what do you do with her? You tell her, go cook, go clean. I don't want no slave. I want a queen. Sound like they want a slave. A king and a queen joined together after their marriage. I joined with our man before we got married. We was joined by the second or third date. Then we just got married. All my women was basically my wives before it was official. Yeah, I'm like a referee with a whistle. All my women, soon as we start having sex a lot, that's my wife. We just ain't legal. We ain't legal wife, but that's my wife. Then I go make it legal. Yeah, we be basically together before we be legal. With me, And I don't like no lot of women when I got a woman, because chasing the bag, you got a wife, you got children, and you chasing the bag. Well, I got time for another woman. Make some sense. I don't got time for another woman. How? I ain't got time for no another woman. I'm busy. And I got the children looking up to me. And this before my son moved in. This the twins, my stepson and my daughter. And then my son was living with my ex. But then she wanted to move to California, and my son wasn't her son, so I had to get him because his mother passed away. My youngest son's mother passed away. So when people say, well, you was in a lot of relationships, see, that's why you don't judge people, because one of them passed away from cancer. See, this is why you don't be judgmental, because you don't know what you're talking about. You understand? You understand? But yeah, that's the youngest girl. That's the two twins and my stepson. I raised all them. I raised a lot of children because I'm a boss out here. Yeah, I raised a lot of children. Yeah, this Big Pharaoh. I ain't just saying I'm Big Pharaoh. I'm really Big Pharaoh. See, I raised these ones too. The two with the black and red pants, the tallest ones, they're my other stepsons. The little baby, that's my youngest son. The tallest one is my son, the middle one is my son, and the one on the end is my son. The other two is my stepsons. I got a lot of stepchildren and a lot of children. I raised a lot of stepchildren and children. This today I took all the boys to the movies and made a mistake and bought them big sodas and didn't see the movie because I kept going, having to go to the bathroom. After I take these two, then I got to take these two. When I get back, I got to take the other one. I get back, I got to take the other one again. It was a disaster. Was I strict like how? Strict like, give me some examples of strict. Strict like how? Yeah, give me some examples. What you mean strict? And I'll answer that for you, Lucas. Give me some examples. What's strict? Yeah, I raised a lot of... Now, these are mine except the oldest ones. There's my three sons and my two daughters. I got one more daughter. She got there late. So these are mine right here. There go the youngest boy with the white shirt on. My middle son with the black shirt on. My oldest son on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Not let them go wild in the house or always studying. What you mean let them go wild in the house? I didn't bother them. You gotta understand, my children grew up, my sons, they kids. I just let them be kids. I let them be kids, but the generation that I raised, they didn't do wild in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's a younger generation. This group, these boys, they didn't do wild in the house. This what they did. I raised a generation. This is all they do for hours. Yeah, that's the generation I raised. They on the game, so I kept them with all the games, the Nintendo, the PlayStation, the Sega, whatever. Whatever's new, this was their life. Their life was the game. That's the generation I raised. Yeah, that generation, the generation I raised, they on the game. Where the real parents are, what you telling them boys on the game. Serious. They'll go outside and shoot basketball and do stuff like that too. But when they're in the house, they on the game. They on that PlayStation or that Xbox. Heavy. I had them all. So they was, doing their thing. But my point I'm trying to make is emotional's not good because emotional men beat up women, attack women, unalive women. It's not good. When you got a physical man with a physical ability, you can't be a physical and emotional. That's why we in military and in armies, because you cannot be in the military and be emotional when we have war. You can't be in the foxhole crying. Sorry, not sorry. So a man is not supposed to be emotional. He's supposed to be strategic. He's supposed to be cool, calm, and collective. You understand? It don't go with military. It don't go with defending the nation, defending the village, defending the fort, defending the city, defending the country. It don't. I'm in the house, boom. My women, children. I hear somebody bust the window down there. It sounds like people coming in the house. My woman gonna be emotional. The kids gonna be emotional. Me? No. Somebody finna get hurt. I'm not doing emotions. I'm not interested in emotions. I'm interested in making stuff motionless. I'm here to stop motion. It ain't gonna be no motion up in this house, but me and my family. Yeah, I don't no. No, I don't do emotions because I can't be in there. Oh, somebody broke in. Oh, hell no. I gotta calm them down. Don't say nothing. Yeah, yeah. I don't do emotions. I'm not gonna show some emotions until you're done. I might show some emotions when you're done. Coming up in here, you know what I'm saying? While you're on the ground, baby. No, I don't do no damn emotions. I'm a gorilla. I'm the lion. I'm the monster. Monsters don't got emotions. I am the monster. My job is to protect my family. And if I'm emotional, that ain't going to work with my queen. She already emotional. My job is to be unemotional because if I'm emotional, I ain't going to calm her down. I got to be like, baby, calm down. I'm the one calm emotions down. I love you, boo, you tripping. Or whatever. You too excited. It's all right. You ever been with your woman? She come, her mother got on her. My mama get on my nerve. I can't stand her. She ain't never been no good. Your job is your job to get with her. Yeah, your mama ain't nothing. No, your job's like, babe, calm down. Your mama, all right, calm down. We're the opposite. We supposed to be there to calm her down, not just like her. Our job is to calm our lady down. When she's emotional, she depending on you to be steady like a rock. That's what she want. Just like this. You like this. Pop, pop, pop. You not, somebody in the house. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Our job is we opposites. Male, female. Put sperm in, push babies out. Upset, we calm you down. Calm down, baby. We here to calm our woman down. We here to make her know, baby, it's all right. Don't you? When she crying, we here to wipe her tears. We here to try to stop her from crying. We ain't on the bed with her. Yeah, baby, I understand what you saying. Baby, you know what I'm saying? My queen cried. I'm on the bed crying with her and shit. Now get out of here. Whatever. Now I had women, they wanted me to cry because they believe that proved I love them. And I try to tell them, the dude that cry to try to prove to you he love is an actor. He trying to run a game on you. He cheated on you. You say you're gonna leave him, now he crying. He wasn't crying when he cheated on you. Fake. That's crocodile tears. You understand? That's crocodile tears. That's what that is. That's crocodile tears. That ain't real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not emotional. I got somebody keep coming my chat, want to be emotional. He a loser. I don't, bro. You want me to respond to every loser that come in the chat? Go get a life. Or holler at me in real life and get out of the chat. This is about me and not being emotional. You all in the chat thinking I'm going to be emotional. This is what you do. Holler at me in real life. Come to the book tour. Me and the guys will be expecting you. Then we going to see. Like, ain't the father typing. You know what I'm saying? It's the dude in the chat. Save all that. Holler at me in real life. Let's do it like that. And see how that work out. Don't start copying, please. Or not letting me know who you is and all that. You know what I'm saying? And don't come to no book signing, messing it up for everybody else. Because they're peaceful. Here you come with the rah-rah siskumba. We not doing that. Do whatever you're going to do. Make it respectful. But I'm not finna argue with no feminine dude in the chat. You in the chat like Pat. You know what I'm saying? Pat wear a dress. So I don't know, dude. I get it. You don't like me. Duh. You know, you don't like me. What's up with you? You a man. You know, brothers, y'all get out the chat letting the man know you don't like him. He don't like you either. The feeling is mutual. You's a grown-ass man. Get out the chat. In the chat with all this here typing in the chat. That's why I say I got toxic masculinity. I wish I would go on anybody. Boy, I'm not going on nobody YouTube in the chat typing to somebody I don't like. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's why a lot of these men is soft. It ain't no way that if I don't like you, first, I'm not clicking on your video. Feminine. You don't like me, but you click on my video. Feminine. You're not going to bust a grape. Nothing masculine about you. Then I go click on somebody I don't like, and I start typing all in the chat. Yeah, I got toxic masculinity. I can't do that. I can't do all that. That's too girly for me. And I can't go back and forth with you in the chat. That's girly too. So I just have to block you. But I'm not doing all that. You make my skin itch. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. That's too girly. Let me tell you, brothers, something. Don't you get caught up on the side note. Don't you get caught up with all these people on the internet or no beef in life. I'm outside, right? Boom, a brother run up. Pharaoh, I'll be watching you on YouTube. I was in your chat. You was talking crazy. What's up now? I'm walking off. He's standing here. I'm there. I'm going that way. I'm walking off. Brothers, listen to me. I'm walking off. Bro, I'm not going to prison or jail messing with you. Let's just get right to the nitty gritty. I am not doing no 20 years or no life sentence because of you, bro. Let's just be honest. I'm not doing that. To the brothers out there, stop getting in confrontation with dude throwing your life away, going to prison for some loser. You ain't proving nothing. You just going to prison. So all my haters out there, man, don't walk up on me. I am not going to prison playing with you. I'm not going to prison. So I don't know what you're going to do. If you got a lot of money, I will definitely let you hit me in the jaw. For real, because I'm a shit. Come on. And I'm going to fall out too. I'm going to fall out. I'm act like I'm dying. And I'm going to call a lawyer. I'm going to call the police and a lawyer. And shit, you giving away money. The hell? You giving away money. Mm-hmm. I ain't doing no stupid violent stuff for freedom. Violent days is over. Boy, I'm not doing no He-Man shit out here in this world like that. I ain't no damn crash dummy going to jail out here with no goofy, bro. Stop. Man, it's 2026. Y'all brothers need to stop with all that internet beefing. And throwing your life away on the internet. Stop. Don't y'all young brothers, younger brothers watching me, don't be out here beefing and fighting and throwing your life away for some loser. Let him go find somebody else. Can't you find somebody else to fuck you up? Why I gotta do it? Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out there that'll do something to you. Why you want me to do it? No, I don't want to do it. Find somebody else. Since you're on the suicide mission, go find another dummy on the suicide mission and y'all clash. Leave me out of it. I got stuff to do. Oh, my soul. Emotional men. You got to be emotional to keep typing me in the chat. Who do that? Y'all see all these men be trolling? See, that's emotional men. Something got to be wrong with you. Well, you take time out your day to be typing to somebody you don't know. Where they do that at? Emotional men is not necessarily a good thing. It's just not. It's not masculine. It's weird. And a lot of emotional men end up going to prison or getting on the line. They end up going to prison. They can't control their emotions, so they don't think. So they go out here and do something stupid. And then after they do something stupid and then adrenaline come down and the emotions come down, now they realize they're going to prison. This is what be happening. Their emotions run away with them. They go out here and do something horrible, do crimes in front of everybody or cameras or whatever. Then they get caught. Then their emotions come down. When they sitting in the county jail waiting to be sentenced for life, 20 years, 50, see what I'm saying? Because you moved on your emotions and went and did something stupid. I'm telling you. That's why we got so many young men in jail and in prison, because they move based on their emotions. And you're supposed to move based on your mind, not on your feelings. You can't function with your feelings. Feelings is for a lady to have with her parents, her children, her grandchildren, and her man. That's it. They say, well, don't you have feelings for your woman? I have concern for her. I love her. Am I emotional over her? No. We can't have two ladies in the house. We got one emotional person. She's not with me to be like her. We opposites. Opposites attract. We the one trying to get her from crying. Well, feelings is hurt. I mean, if I had women crying over stuff like their mother said something or they felt like their mother was never there like that, and they come to me, they be emotional and crying. They looking for me to be strong. They looking for me to give them some strength. They're not looking for me to be emotional too. Man, your mama ain't this, your mama ain't. No, I'm not finna say all and be like, man, your mama probably don't mean no harm. Your mama probably had a bad childhood. My job is to make some sense out of it so that the queen feel better. And look at it like maybe it's not personal. Your mama don't hate you. Maybe your mama got issues herself. Don't do your mama like that. You know what I'm saying? Give your mama a pass. Not to be emotional. Your mama ain't shit. And shit, she already mad at her mama. I'm supposed to try to show her that's still your mama. Calm down. Ain't that serious. Like that. I'm supposed to come be the voice of reason. I'm supposed to try to make my woman not be so emotional that she get done like the lady in Minneapolis jumped in the car and got shot. I'm supposed to try to help my woman not be so emotional that she in a situation with somebody attacking her and she's so busy crying and stuff she can't defend herself. I'm supposed to try to help her be able to survive and control her emotions some so she don't get hurt or get caught up or end up fighting some lady and catching a case. She done shanked some lady where she got mad at some lady, got the argument, and one of them got hurt. See what I'm saying? I'm supposed to tell her, babe, forget that lady. I'm supposed to be trying to calm her emotions down. If you ask me, I'm supposed to be trying to calm a queen's emotions down to make sure she's not too emotional, because emotions could get and make anybody crash out, make people say things they don't mean, all type of stuff. So now you done got all emotional. It's Friday. You got emotional with your mama. You say, you ain't no good mama. I don't love you, da, 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 da. 3 weeks from now, Dad, on a Wednesday, your mama passed away. Now I go to the funeral with you. You all tore up. Because the last contact you had with your mom, you said all this goofy ass shit, not realizing your mom might not even live forever. Now you sorry, but she dead, and you can't say she's sorry. You can't say you sorry. No, women don't troll. Men be trolling because they be soft and they don't like you, and they be all girly. They be girly. They be wanting your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like a lady. Why else would you troll a man other you want his attention? Yeah, they be the ones in the funeral crying the most. Well, my job is to say, get your ass back over there and apologize to your mama. That's what I do in a relationship. And I'll call her mama, hey, hold on a minute. Get on this phone and tell her. Hi, mama, I'm sorry. That's your job. It's bad. Call her mama and put her ass on the phone and tell her apologize to her damn mama. And when she call and she apologize to her mama, she gonna love you for that. Because she like, you was right. That's your job as a man. To help her with her emotions. To make sure she don't go too far with the children. Because sometimes a woman got so much emotion, she'll hurt the children. Men got to stick together. I ain't sticking together with no damn man. Why you over here with that weirdo shit? I got a family. You talking about stick together with men. Well, I'm not sticking together with no men. I'm sticking together. Do it look like my daddy was sticking together with men? Why you over here saying weird stuff? Come on. Men always on their own, women in packs. Bro, I don't know what you talk about, David. You need to get a wife and get a life. Because I can't relate to nothing you say. This is what I listen. This is the man I listen to. My daddy didn't run with no pack of men. My daddy came home to his son, his daughter, and his wife. If you run around with a pack of men and you want men to get together, pause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pause. Yeah, pause. Nah, men need to stick together. No. If I got to hang with you or a woman, I'm hanging with a woman. No. No, bro. No, I don't like men. I like women. What you talking about? I ain't trying to stick together with no men. What the hell is you talking about? And you talking crazy. Women is always together. No, women's at home getting their backs knocked out. When you see women together, that's only for a minute. They drop each other off back with their men's. You understand? What is he talking about? Yeah, you'll see my queen. You'll see her out with all her sisters and stuff. She ain't with no bunch of women. She coming back home to me. And they going back home to their men. What is you talking about? What is he talking about? Women is together. No, they not. Where? Just making stuff up. Men gotta stick together. Nah, bro. No. I'm not sticking together with no dude. Like how? Like what you mean stick together with a dude? Like a dude come by here and be like, bro, we gotta stick together, bro. We gotta hang out. I don't know what stick together mean. But this the only sticking together I be doing. I'm sticking and we together. Now I ain't sticking together with no dude. I'm sorry. No. I stick together with women. We could be stuck together, you know what I'm saying, and get a little sticky, you know what I'm saying? What the hell's he talking about? Men gotta stick together. What men? What men gotta stick together? We go to work, we come home to our wife and children. What men? He gotta be single, right? Brothers, would you tell them we go to work or we go out in the world and then we come back home to our women and our children? We ain't sticking together with no men. Every now and then we might go out with the guys, but we ain't sticking together with them. Because the guys don't want to stick together with you. He want to go back home to Sharon. He want to go back home to Deborah. He want to go back home to Karen. And I want to go back home to Denise. So we don't even want to stick together. The only men want to stick together, they stand around and say, we want to do it at the YMCA. They stick together, but no, heterosexual men, we don't stick no together. We go to work and go and take care of our families. And we stick together with our baby mama. That's what we stick together with. Me and what you tell them, we stick together with our baby mama, our boo-boo, or whoever our lady is. That's what we stick together with. I'm trying to stick together with Mrs. Moore. I'm not trying to stick together with you, bro. Hold on. If I had to stick together, let's stick together. If I had to stick together with him or stick together with her, you already know who I'm sticking and who I'm together. The whole sticking, she the one gonna get stuck and we gonna be together. I'm not sticking you or being together with you. Bro, stop. Bro, you creeping me out. You creeping me out. No. Hell no. Stop it. Uh-uh. No. Come on, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Female company. I hang with some dudes, don't get me wrong. And then we go back around to females. But I hang with some dudes. So I don't got no problem hanging with no brothers, but sticking together with them, I don't know. Now, maybe you say do business. Yeah, I'll do business with some brothers. But stick together with brothers like what? Like what? What you doing today, Ralph? Every day call Ralph and Johnny and them? No. Hell no. Real G's, we barely see our boys. We barely see the guys. Like if you're a real toxic masculine man, I barely see my male friends. Barely. Yeah, I barely see my male friends. I don't really deal with males unless we get some kind of money together. If we ain't getting no money, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we get money together, we ain't sticking together. We getting together, figuring out how to get some money and going and getting it. So no, that's a little weird. Men need to stick together. And the crazy thing is, it's women the one can't stand women. From what I understand, women don't like being around women. Typically, they'll be around their cousin or that little friend they got. But from what I understand, it's the women. You know what I'm saying? Women have told me they can't stand being around women. I ain't heard no dude say they can't stand being around men, but I heard a lot of women say, I don't be hanging with no bitches. Am I tripping or what? Mostly the ones I hear that don't want to be around the same sex be women. I don't know. Am I tripping? That was mostly what I heard. I heard more women say they can't stand women. What if I'm going to hang out with a female friend and she always inviting other male friends too? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I ain't never had that experience because I don't really have female friends. I don't really got no female friends. When I'm with a female, I'm hitting that. That's my baby boo boo. I don't be with women that ain't uh busting it down. Yeah, I don't be around women that ain't busting it down. I ain't never been with no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no female friends. I got a wife or a queen or somebody I'm trying to bust down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no female friends. I ain't got even in when I was in high school, I ain't had no female friends. In grade school, I ain't no female friends. I'm on the basketball court with Richard, Phil, Fifi, Andre. We hooping. I'm riding bikes with Curtis, Jesse, Keith. We riding bikes. I'm playing baseball with Jesse, Ludi, Curtis. Boy, men. I ain't never had no female friends that I could think of. I had female neighbors that I played hide and go seek and all that. But I ain't never had no female friends because I got toxic masculinity. And I can't have no female friend with no nice titties and no big booty and no cute face. That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's gonna go bad. Ladies, don't let your man tell you a woman is his friend. He lying. He either gay or he lying. And I don't know no wife gonna let you hang with no female friend. See, he ain't got no woman. What's going on, bro? What do you mean a female friend and she always inviting a dude? Like, okay, I'm lost. Wait a minute. You single, you go out with a girl, she always invite a dude. Always. Right? So let me answer this. I'm gonna help you out, bro, because I got love for you. I got love for you, Lucas. You say, what if you going to hang out with the female friend and she always invite other male friends too? See, this the problem. Where you made your mistake at is you said always going out. That should have happened one time, and then you should have dumped her like a dump truck. That's where the mistake at. If I go out with a girl, I call her female. She come out with me, she brings some dudes. Boom, we at the bar. We at the bar. I invite Shorty to come to the bar. She come to the bar. I'm at the bar. Two dudes come. Cool. I'm talking to her. Blah, blah, blah. I tell her I'm finna go to the restroom and take this phone call. Boom. I'm going to keep walking past the restroom, jump in the whip, put the keys in the car, and I'm going to skeet out. Skeet. If she called me, where'd you go? Something came up. My uncle found out he had the mumps. My cousin lost his cat, ran away. I had to help her find the cat. Something. My whole mentality is baby bye. You know what I'm saying? Girl, please. Because to me, I'm going to think she want me to go a certain way. What you bringing these dudes too far? What is this? Mm-mm. I'm finna, I'm finna disappear. So if that always happens, she asked me to go to a game with them, invite her other male friends. Right. And you went? Okay. She might be, a lesbian. Want to hang out with the guys. They ain't gonna work with me because I be trying to convert lesbians. If they cute, especially, I be trying to unlesbian them. So that ain't gonna work. I got toxic masculinity, and I ain't gonna be comfortable with no with these dudes who, y'all don't do dudes. How many times did you go? You know what I'm saying? That's the next question. How many times did you go? You went 3 or 4 times, or what we doing? Mm-mm. Hell no. A chick called me, Pharaoh, you want to go to the game? The game? First, that's the first red flag. Because I don't know no females want to go to the game, right? You went one time. Yeah, when she want to go to the game, right there, I'm thinking, okay, a female called me, hey, Pharaoh, what's up, Debbie Deb? You want to go to the game? I'm like, nah, I'll pass, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, dude, I'll pass, dude, but thanks, bro. I'm going to say little words like that, but thanks, bro. But thanks for inviting me, bro. But nah, I can't today, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to start talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start calling her bro and dude. You know what I'm saying? Because that's duty right there, right there. I ain't never had no woman invite me to no sports stuff. Y'all had a lady invite y'all to go to a sporting event? Usually I invite take a lady to the basketball game because the basketball game is the most, intimate thing, right? Because you sitting in the stands, you getting some popcorn and stuff, and they playing. It might kiss her, and you might be on the jumbotron if you in Chicago at the stadium, right? The United Center. It's more a couples thing. But if she want me to go to the football game, hey, I was wondering if you want to go see the Packers. I'm like, I was thinking of packing something out, but not there. I was thinking about packing you out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Packing you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I pass, dude. Yeah, no. But I'm a player from the Himalayas, so I don't be single long enough to go on dates. I'd be running. That's why I got all these children. I don't be single that long. This the longest I've been single because I'm busy. But I don't really be single no long time. My single life be kind of short. I ain't gonna lie. I be single long enough to go on no date with no, you know. Mm-mm. Yeah, this the longest I've been single because I ain't been outside like that. I ain't been outside, but if I go outside, I won't be single. If I go outside, I just been busy, so I ain't been on the prowl like that. But I'm 68, so boom, I go to the club with the older people. And man, them older ladies see me come in there, they gonna go crazy. You need some advice about your girl. She cheated on you, but I still love her. Plus, she got my baby on the way. All right, what you want? Okay, so what you want me to do? You want to know if you should stay with her once she cheated on you? First thing, if she cheated on you, is it your baby? That's the first thing. Go get a DNA test first. First thing is to find out if that's really your baby. First thing to do is find out it's your baby. Me, If it's me, I got to find my baby. Second thing is, second thing is, I don't want to be with her no more because she belonged to the streets. And it's like, if I'm with a woman, she becomes sacred. When somebody else sleep with her, to me, she defiled now. She ain't like the same lady. Because if this my woman, right? If this my woman, how I'm gonna sleep behind another man with my woman? So the relationship gonna be over with me because I can't be sleeping with behind a man with my woman. No. And I don't like to sleep behind men. Because when I meet a woman, she got to be broke up for a while anyway. As I don't sleep with no woman in a new relationship right behind no man. I don't take no man's woman to sleep behind her because, you know what I'm saying? Because a man that want to sleep with my woman, say I sleep with my woman this weekend, and a man want to sleep with her Monday or Tuesday. To me, he want to taste me. He want to lick my DNA off of her. So that's kind of creepy to me. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, dude, really like me. Because why you trying to sleep behind me? So I don't like sleeping behind no dude. This is why if a woman cheat on me, it's pretty much over because I don't like sleeping behind no man. So if you my wife and you cheat on me, I'm not sleeping with my wife behind no dude. When you slept with the dude, that was an unofficial divorce. No, you don't know most guys. So when you say most guys, when you only been hanging out with 10 or 15 people, that's false. You don't know most guys. There's 300 million people in here. Most guys would be 200 million. So no, you're wrong. You're just imagining. You don't know most guys. You're just saying some shit. Yeah, you just talking. You don't know most guys. That's false. See, people when they out in the streets, they judge by what's out in the streets, but out in the streets don't represent everybody. So you don't get to be around all the married people in homes and all the decent people at homes. So you making your judgment by being outside with the losers and the roamers. But they do not represent most people. This happens all the time where people make a judgment based on who's outside. So they'll be outside running around in bars and say, men ain't this, men ain't that. How would you know? Because the decent men at home. So you can't make no decision by the men you meet outside because that's still a small number. The majority of the men are not outside, are not at the club, and are not available. They're at home. That's a fact. There's no way in this society that you can get a good judgment about men because you're only around a few that's out there roaming around, and those are not the majority. I used to watch shows, they talk about men. They never brought up none of my neighbors, Mr. Smith, my daddy, none of them. They always brought up examples of people out. They never, because they not going to see all the married men and decent men. They at home. So when you make a judgment on society, that's not even a fair judgment because the decent people ain't outside for you to know who's who. The decent women not outside. So if I'm outside and I'm going to clubs and stuff, I see women. I come back and say, women is this, women is that. That's false. Because there's more women out home in the house than there is at the club. I'm making my judgment based on the ones outside. And people believe based on the people running around outside, they are getting a fair judgment. That's not true. You're getting a distorted judgment because you're not meeting the quiet ones. You're not meeting the decent ones. They're nowhere where you would ever see them or meet them. Because the couples are with groups of couples, and you're single, and you're never going to be at the couple party, ever. You're never going to be at the couples' houses. You're never going to be at the married party with the married couples, because married couples don't invite single people to their stuff. They don't. They do not. I know, I grew up with that. When they have a party, it's Mr. and Mrs. Richardson, Mr. and Mrs. Hardy, Mr. and Mrs. Stewart, Mrs. and Mrs. Jackson, like that. And they have a party. And they do not invite single people. Married men and women party off to themselves. They don't invite single people. And if you're a relative and single and find out, come, the women tell you, when are you going to settle down? And the next time you come, the women going to have a woman there for you to meet, because you're not going to be able to keep coming here single. They're going to introduce you to one of their girlfriends. They know they're single. This is real Black history for real. If I'm a single man and I go to a party of couples, the next time they're going to invite me to the next one, but they're going to have Sheila there. They'll say, Sheila, come, I want you to meet Pharaoh. Facts. Y'all don't know nothing about Black culture no more. Why? Because there's a Black culture that's decent, that's in the house, and you out in the streets. And Black culture is not in the streets. You know how they go and they show the sexy reds and shit, try to say Black culture? She don't represent no Black culture. She represents the sexy red type. The other type is not outside for you to get a judgment. How you going to get a judgment about the decent people when they in the house? The only people you get to judge is the ones outside. The gang members is outside. The people like that's outside. The decent people in the house. So how you going to get a fair judgment? So them statistics they be giving out is totally false. Then you go to the big mega church, you ain't seen none of them at the club. You ain't seen them at no club. Maybe one or two of them. The rest of them people you ain't say go home, and they go to work and they go home. And they go do family stuff. Facts. They don't be out nowhere where you could see them. That's why I try to tell women, if you want to meet a decent man, you're going to have to go where the decent men be at. They not at the club. You keep meeting these men and women at the club and say men ain't no good. No, them club hoes and club bums. You got to get in a different environment to meet the other Blacks. That's a fact. When me and my friends have parties and shit, you ain't there. We don't invite you. This is a fact. The decent people do not invite the wild people to their stuff. You're not invited. That's a fact. You think I'm lying? Go on Instagram or go on Facebook and look at the Black parties. Them all married people. Ain't no single people at them parties where they be line dancing and shit. They all married. Ain't no single people there. Hell no. You ain't even invited to that type of stuff. Ain't no married man want to have no party with no single man there and everybody there with their wife. Know what I'm saying? What married men gonna go to a party with some single dudes there? And we all with our wives. No. Dudes is married. They go out with dudes that's married. That's what they go out with. Hey, man, you going to go out. You and Keisha want to go? The sexiest girls make the worst mothers? Not really. There's some real sexy mothers. William, there's some sexy is age related, not parent related. And the younger a woman is, the more hot, the more sexy she is. And as she gets older, she becomes a little bit more mature. And of course, a woman, when she got a 2 and a 3-year-old, ain't as good of a mother as she is by the time they get 15 and 16. So yeah, you could see her at 15, 16, say she a better mother, but that's the same one that wasn't such a good mother when she had a 2 and 3-year-old. Being a mother and a father takes practice. You become a better father and you become a better mother. That's why when you have children, right, you go notice. You have a son. You 20. Then you have another son, you 25. Then you have another son, you 29. Now the son, the first son you had, he mad at you because he's saying you showing favoritism to the baby. But the reality is you just became a better parent. So the oldest son want to know why you're not raising the baby the way you raised him. Because I didn't know what I was doing with you. I'm better now. So children don't understand that the younger kids get better parents than you. If you're the oldest, you didn't get a pro daddy or a pro mama. They was an amateur daddy and an amateur mama. With the baby, they got experience. So they're better parents. We're not gonna raise all y'all the same way. I'm not gonna raise my last son like I raised the first son. The first son, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. The first baby, they're like the baby going by the pool. Oh, get him, get him, get him. The third baby, he going by the pool. Okay, don't let his ass fall in there. You ain't jumping up like that for that one. You already know. The first one, you don't know what you're doing. You become a better mama. You become a better daddy. It's just like anything else. By the time you're a grandparent, oh my God. Grandma and grandpa ain't they ain't on, you know what I'm saying? They even more lax. They as lax as it can get. Don't leave your kids with your daddy and your mama too long, because they ain't gonna raise them right. They too old. That's why God give them young parents. Don't leave your kids with the grandparents too much. The grandparents gonna fuck that baby up. Yeah, you learn how to do it. But don't be feeling sorry for no kids. Tell them the facts. A lot of times kids is also jealous about something they don't remember. So you had your first son, you babied his ass, but now he's 13. He don't remember when he was a baby. So he see with the other baby, he don't know a lot of that stuff you doing with the other baby you did with him. So he want to know why you babying a baby. Nigga, I babied you when you was a baby. Shut up. Go sit your ass down. Because they don't know that they was a baby too. They don't remember what it was like when they was a baby. They just talking. All right, boy, what it was like when you was one? You don't know. Shut up. Right? He don't know what you did when he was 1 year old. Mama, you didn't raise me like that. You don't even remember how I raised you, boy. You don't remember how I treated you when you was one? Shut your ass up. Gotta make your kids smart. Your son be like, oh yeah, you're right, Mom. Yeah, I'm right. Shut up. Okay, Junior. How did I treat you when you was one? I don't remember. Checkmate. Because they always think you babying the baby. They forgot you baby. You had to baby all the babies. That's why it's a baby. That's what we do. We baby the baby. And I babied you, and then I babied your little sister, and then I babied your little brother when y'all was babies. You ain't no baby no more. So no, I'm not babying you. I'm babying the baby. Duh. Because children, they don't know that. They always want to think somebody getting treated better than them. Duh, it's the baby. Duh. How the hell I'm going to get treated like my sister? It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get treated like her. Duh. She the baby. I got to be a big boy. I learned that I figured that out myself as a kid. It was us four. The favorite was my sister. You say, how did I feel about her being the favorite? She was my daddy's favorite, my mama's favorite, and my favorite. She was all three of our favorites. She wasn't just my parents' favorite, she was my favorite. She was the goddamn favorite. She was the little one. So you look at it like, oh, she your mom and daddy favorite, and you wasn't. No, she was all three of our favorite. She was my favorite too. Duh. I'm a gorilla. I got toxic masculinity. I don't want to be the fucking favorite. I don't want to be no goddamn favorite. I'm a boy. I'm bad. I'm outside. I'm doing stuff. I'm shooting dice. I'm smoking reefer. I'm drinking liquor. I am not the favorite. I'm not the favorite. I figured that out young. I can't be the favorite. I'm the oldest. How the hell come on. It got to be one favorite, and it got to be her. And she a girl. How a boy that's the oldest mad because the girl is the favorite? Now my parents gone. It's just me and my sister. Who the favorite? She is. To me, it's just me and her. She the more favorite out of me. Okay? To me, she's the flower. She's the diamond and shit. And I'm the rough one and shit. And I don't want to be no favorite. I'm bad and I'm rough. And favorite, mm-mm. I can't be no favorite. I'm got toxic masculinity. You can't have toxic masculinity and be the favorite. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I figured that out as a kid. I was like, she all our favorite. Because you got to understand, women had the babies, right? So my mama had a baby. So my mama have a boy. The second time she have a girl. Now, which one she going to really be tripping over the most? The girl. Duh. She can't buy me skirts and stockings and shit. She can't buy me girl stuff. So I ain't fun like my sister. My sister more fun. My sister's like a baby doll. My sister's Barbie. I'm Ken. Nobody like Ken. You know what I'm saying? How the hell my mama go have the same vibe for me like she got for my sister a girl? Make that make some sense. And the youngest. Now how I'm expect my mama to treat me like my sister? Think about it. I figured that out myself. I remember being a little boy and going in my sister's room one day. My mom had laid our clothes out. And my clothes was laid out, my underwear. It was a t-shirt, some drawers, and 2 pairs of socks. I went in my sister's room. It was a whole bunch of stuff. That's when I realized, oh shit. My sister had panties, one of these little girl like thing. She had a slip. She had a whole bunch of stuff. This is just the underclothes. I was like, oh no, I don't want to be no girl. She got to wear all that. You know what I'm saying? I knew the difference right away. Back in them days, girls wore a lot of stuff under their clothes. Sometimes they would have the little girl t-shirt and the slip and the panties and the And I remember thinking, ooh, I'm glad I don't got to wear all that. What is all of that? I might have been about 7 to 8. I realized right away, no, we ain't the same. She's definitely special. And if that's special, I don't want to be special. I don't want to put all that on. I just want to put on some drawers and t-shirts and socks. I'm good. She had a whole bunch of clothes on. The whole bed was covered with her underclothes. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't want to be that. Now, you can have that position. You was definitely special. You were definitely more special than me. I'll show you, my man I was deep as a kid. I was like, oh, hell yeah, she's special. They got to go buy special stuff. They ain't got to buy me all this weirdo stuff. I was so glad I wasn't no girl. I was like, I'm glad I ain't no girl. They got to put on too much stuff. I said, she had a whole bunch of stuff on her bed. I just had 3 things. That's it. Simple. Boy. And she couldn't do shit. On one hand, she got special treatment. On the other hand, she didn't. It's late. She got to come in. I don't. I'm still outside. See what I'm saying? She on the block in front of the house. I'm on my bike 1,000 miles away. I might be anywhere on my bike. She ain't on the bike. She ain't moving like me. I got a basketball. I'm hooping. I got baseball and glove. I'm playing baseball. I got a football. She don't got nothing. A dial and stuff. She don't have no good stuff. She ain't no baseball, no bat, no basketball, no football. She don't got nothing. I was like, oh, it sucks being a girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no girl. They ain't got nothing. I'm outside playing baseball, playing strikeout, shooting hoops. Her, Michelle, Gail, them, they on the block doing double dutch and stuff, jumping double dutch and hopscotch and sitting on the porch doing girl stuff, gossiping and talking. Me, I'm on the swing, jumping over mountains, riding up hills, riding all far, far away. The girls on the block. You go to the park, there's nothing but the boys at the park. The girls is on the block. The girls on Aberdeen, it's on Aberdeen. The girls on May, is on May. When we want to go see the girls, we had to go on the girls' block. You're not going to see the girls in the neighborhood. You want to see the girls, you got to go on Laughlin to see the girls on Laughlin. You want to see the boys, go to the park or just anywhere in the neighborhood We spinning blocks on the Schwinn. We free. The girls ain't free. They being watched. And they got to come in earlier than us, except the girls they used to call fast. You know what I'm saying? If the girls was out there with us, my mama them call them fast. You be careful out there with them fast girls. My sister ain't out there. And we playing catch a girl, kiss a girl, and all that. The good girls ain't out there. Only the sexy reds is out there. And we catching them and we kissing them. Yeah. I'm giving y'all real black history. But to get to the main point before we end, emotional men is not good. Because emotional men, they in prison for unaliving people, for shanking people. It's not good. Emotions don't go good with no masculine man. It's not good. A man got to be level-headed. He cannot be emotional. You cannot lead a family if you're emotional. If you got little kids, they are a little emotional, they babies. Then your wife is emotional, so who gonna be level-headed? With me, the wife, and the children is all emotional. You understand? The Creator made it like that. Somebody got to be a soldier. It ain't no good. The wife and the husband emotional. That ain't gonna work. That's why these women and these men don't stay married, because they lying to these women, and you get with a woman and she wants you to be emotional. She wants you to be like her. And that's why so many women are losing good men, because you want the men to be like you. You should have been a lesbian then. They want me to kiss on them and touch on them and pet on them and baby powder their booty and all that. We don't do all that. So they training men. You ever see these men? He walking, holding hands, like giving them a TV man. Y'all know men, we don't be walking, holding hands in no park and all that pussy ass shit. You know, they try to sell me. You know what I'm saying? They want me to do that weirdo stuff. Well, I don't do that. So a lot of times, you know, another man, he'll do that stuff. So they like the other man because he'll do the girly stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want you to do the girly stuff to be considered a good man. Real talk. But it's not our nature to do that. It ain't my nature to take walks at the park. The only way we interested in walking at the park is we try to do some fitness or something. Come on, babe, let's go walk, get in shape or something. But just walking around, holding hands, doing lovey-dovey shit, nah. That's why so many of these women is with gay men, because he'll do it. But the whole time, he like your brother. He trying to get close to your brother. I'm telling y'all, women got to start dealing with men as men and stop trying to make men be like them. We not supposed to be the same. And men, some men do the same thing. You want your wife to love football and all this. Man, that's a woman. Let the woman be the woman. Let the man be the man. We don't do dainty stuff and all that. We try to get you some candy and try to buy you some flowers. And we try to do little stuff for you, but that ain't our nature to do what you do. You trying to make me do woman shit. She said the woman had the Jordans and the man had the flip-flops. Mm-hmm. They done switch roles now altogether. Yeah, they did role reversal. I went shopping with a woman. That was a few years ago. We went out to the fashion mall. You should have seen the stuff she was picking for me. I could tell she got frustrated with me. Because she's like, this look good, this look cute. Mm, I don't want that. I had all the money. I had thousands of dollars on there. I didn't buy hardly nothing. She bought a bunch of shit, but I didn't buy hardly nothing. So I could tell she ain't really like that. Because everything I was trying on, I said, I don't want no man name on my arm. I don't want my arm to say Tommy Hilfiger. I got toxic masculinity. I'm not walking around with no man name on my clothes unless it's my name. I'm a G from the whole G. I'm a G. I'm not like these dudes. These dudes be wearing men's names on them. I'm not wearing no man's name on my clothes. That's not gonna never happen. I'm not wearing that. And everything had their name on it or had a company that wasn't black. I wear a black company, but I'm not wearing Banana Republic, big ass Banana Republic. Why y'all don't write it little? Like I'm a billboard. Well, I'm a G. What name you see on me? You see Pharaoh said that. That's what you see. Pharaoh said that on me. I'm not, look at my shirt, my tie. You don't see no names on me. I don't want them people name on me. And they not paying me. They didn't have no plain clothes out there. Yeah, I don't want nobody name that. Got me advertising somebody's stuff. And then they ain't even black. The only time I wore somebody's name was my name on some tailor-made clothes. This is a tailor-made suit. And I don't think I put my initials on that one. The tie, everything tailor-made. The only time I wore people's name on me was Cross Colors, Carl Canai. When the black companies came out, I said, okay. But typically, I don't like that. I don't like nobody's name on me. Give me some plain clothes. You know what I'm saying? Give me some plain clothes. You feel me? He said you shop at the Salvation Army. No, I used to buy clothes at the Salvation Army to go with my tailor-made clothes. And I used to take them to the tailor and get them custom. That was back when I was like, that was like 1980 or something. Yeah, I used to go to the Salvation Army and buy clothes and then get it custom because I worked downtown. I would go get the clothes, real nice clothes, and get them custom. So I have a big wardrobe. That's what what's his name? Title say. But you shop at the Salvation. No, that was years ago, bro. You slow. And it was smart because I would go to the Salvation Army where they got brand new clothes. They got like a lot of them people didn't wear their clothes. They passed away. They wives give them away, and I would go get them and take them to my tailor. So I really the clothes was custom made. Yeah, he got some kind of feminine attraction. He be coming all day, but I keep him over here because every time he click a commercial run. So when he don't know it, So I let him keep coming back. But yeah, that was a video. I put a video up about that. Yeah, yeah, that was a way. Boy, I had a lot of nice clothes doing that. But he just saying I dress better than him now. Still today. He don't dress. He ain't like me. I'm 68. I dress better than him. He's young. What's his name? Tato. He can't dress like me. He can't. I'll dress him still today. I'll be flying than him any day. But he kind of obsessed. He's kind of obsessed with me some kind of weird way. But I leave him over here because I need views. See, one thing about it is he playing himself. Yeah, I need views. Keep on clicking, bro. Keep on clicking. Keep on clicking. Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's the internet. I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm used to it. It's the internet. But yeah, I used to go to Salvation Army. Y'all watch my thing on how to dress. I used to go to the Salvation Army. You can still do that now. Go get some night because they got new clothes in there. They got Brooks Brothers suits and all type of stuff. And take them to the tailor, have them change the buttons, put cloth buttons on them, have them design it, maybe put suede on the collar, and make you a $5,000, $3,000, $2,000 suit from a suit you got at discount, and you just went and had some tailored. They just fired the leader of ICE because they shot that man. They knocked that man on the ground. One ICE guy took the gun, ran across the street. After he get across the street, they shot him. So the man didn't even have a gun on him. The man was concealed carry, had it in his waist in a thing. They didn't know he had a gun till they beat him up first. Then a guy stole the gun. An ICE agent stole the gun, ran across the street. The man's across the street with the gun, and then they shot that man all that time. And then tried to say he had a gun, but the gun was already across the street. Can you believe that, Christine? Unbelievable. The ICE agent, the man, when they shot him, he didn't even have a gun on him no more because they had snatched it and ran across the street. And he didn't run up on them with no gun. He was over there trying to stop them from beating up the lady. That's the only reason he was involved. He wasn't attacking ICE. He was trying to get them off the lady they was beating up. They fired him, and they fired him. But another thing, they fired him because it came out that he is some type of immigrant. Yeah, once it came out that he's some type of something, they say, "Oh, you got to go." Emotional men like Corey Holcomb and Anton. Anton didn't do nothing wrong. Corey did all that. Anton didn't do nothing wrong. Anton didn't do nothing wrong. Corey did that. Corey did that. Anton was just defending himself. Corey was the one out of line. Anton didn't do nothing wrong. People don't like Anton's point of view, but he didn't do nothing wrong. Anton did that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Corey did that. You know, Anton got his own point of view, but I don't believe hating a man because he got a point of view I don't agree with. Anton got views that certain people don't like. He didn't tell him to do that. He didn't tell a man to suck him. He said, dude said, you kissing white people ass. And he said, you sucking black people's dick. He didn't say suck man. He did not. Corey said, you're kissing white people's ass. Corey did not tell him to kiss his ass. And he didn't tell him to do that to him. That's a lie. He said, and you're sucking black people. He didn't say, come suck me. He did not say that. He did not say that. Corey lying. He did not invite him to his down there. He told him he doing black people the same way he said he was doing white people. That's what he said. Corey's full of shit. Anton did not say do him. Anton said, and you're sucking black people. No, but neither one of them is foul because he's saying you kissing white people's ass. That's a figure of speech. And he's saying you sucking black people, a figure of speech. Everybody know you can't kiss all white people's ass for real, and you can't suck all black people. Right. But that's not inviting him to do it because he can't do that to the black community and he can't do that to white people. So it's a figure of speech. It's a figure. Now, if I say mine, yes. But if I say white people or the black community, that's a figure of speech. And if you said white people first, how you going to get mad when he respond and say, you doing black people? Corey was out of line. If you can dish it out, you can take it. Corey was out of line. Anton didn't say nothing wrong. He just was defending himself. How you going to take it literally that you're doing the whole black community? There's no way to take that literally. Corey's full of shit. How you going to take you essing the whole black community literally when you ain't doing it? So how you going to say he told you to do it when he said you're doing it? You said he's kissing ass, and he said you're sucking something. He didn't say go suck. He didn't say go kiss ass. He said you're kissing ass, and he said you're sucking. But you're not. So how you going to take somebody and say you're sucking literally? Because how could you do that literally? Make it make some sense. How could you take that literally? That wasn't bisexual. That's just talking in general. That's just talking in general. That's just some street shit. That was a proper response. You said, I'm kissing white people's ass. I say you sucking black people. How is that not the proper response to what you said? That is the proper response. And in our world, Corey started. You said he kissing ass. He said you sucking D. But he didn't say his. No, we live in a world where just because they don't like Anton, now they want to take his words out of context and all this. It really wasn't. Corey made it like that, picking his chair up and sitting in dude's face. Corey already beat up the comedian out of line. Corey beat up Ari Spears. Nobody didn't say nothing. You shouldn't have let him get away with that. You got Ari Spears on your show and you beat him up in there. Now you go jump in this dude's face, pull the chair up. And now he's showing you punch the lady out there. And the reason I don't like it is because in the hood, right, we be on some wish her in wood. So then, it give us anxiety. Because I'm thinking I'm Anton, and you pull a chair and get in front of me like that. See what I'm saying? And then you figure out the rest. So that's what I'm thinking. Corey out of line. That's the homeboy, but he out of line. You can't just pick up no chair and go sit in no brother person's face, say it again. You the first one that said something out of line, bro. He wasn't supposed to tell that man he kissing ass. You invited him on your show. You don't invite me on your show to insult me like that. Invite me on your show. Let's have a grown man dialogue. But I don't really like Corey because all he do is disrespect women, and black men keep giving him a pass. Them jokes ain't funny. Corey's not funny. Corey is degrading to women. He's not funny at all. And so he give me my PTS flare up, PTSD, because I'm thinking if I say not funny, he think he can run up on me. And Corey gonna run up on the wrong one. That's what's gonna happen. Everybody know it. Everybody know what's gonna happen to Corey if he keep with the tough guy stuff. Everybody knows what's going to happen if Corey keep playing the tough guy. Everybody know how that's gonna go. There was no need to pick your chair up and all that. Bruh, you and the man, you said he kissing ass. He said you sucking D. You were supposed to take that like a G and move on with the conversation. You threw the first stone. Which I don't consider he kissing white people ass just because he's a Republican and he's a conservative. I don't consider that. Because the conservatives and the Democrats, all of them is white people. So what the hell is you talking about? Both sides is white people. So if Anton can't have his point of view, what the fuck? Yeah, I seen that. You know what the hell? He can't have his own point of view. He got to say what I want him to say. Anton got the right to his own point of view. When you take away one man's freedom of speech, you take away all our freedom of speech. You can't be choosy with freedom of speech. You either want freedom of speech or not. And when you start saying you can say this, but you can't say that, and you got to believe this, no, I ain't with that. My thing is like this. If Anton's on YouTube and he's saying stuff I like, I just don't watch him. I don't got to hate him. I just don't watch him. He's not my cup of tea. That's it. But if I met him, I would be real cordial with bro. I wouldn't be tripping with bro over his point of view. Corey out of line. But I don't like Corey anyway. Because Corey tried to do that fake black stuff. How you gonna stand up for black people? All you do is degrade black women every comedy joke. And nobody gets on Corey for constantly degrading black women. That's all he do. All he do is degrade black women. So how is he going to say something about Anton standing up for white Republicans when he constantly degrade his own women? That's all Corey do. If Corey was on TV talking about white women like that, white America would have pulled him off of TV. The only reason Corey's on TV because he disrespecting black women. Not really. I'm not subscribed to him. I'm not subscribed to Willie D, but if he come across my thing and I only watch them if they say something I'm interested in listening to. So now I don't really watch them, but if I scroll on something in the title, something I'm interested, I'll click on it. Other than that, no, I don't click on that. No. It's hard for me to listen to a lot of other people when I think I know everything. The fuck he can teach me. That's another story for another damn day. Yeah, like I said, I don't really pay him no attention. Corey, them jokes not funny. I stopped liking Corey when he did the Black Jesus and he had the blonde hair, right? And Christ really was black. So he played a black Jesus but put some blonde hair on his head, and it was just terrible. And he's not funny. And to me, he's not funny. And then once he beat up Ari Spears, I was through with him. I'm like, bro, where do you beat up a comedian on your show? You know, Corey always with this bully stuff. And he's from Chicago. He's supposed to know better than that. He's supposed to know. He's supposed to know better. He know what come with these streets nowadays. This ain't the 80s. So it's a lot of reasons I don't like Corey. Because he doing stuff he know better. He know if he in the rack and he talk to the wrong brother the wrong way, he know how that's gonna go. He know. So I don't like it. I don't like it. Like he got an opportunity to do something more positive and he just blowing it. Now he done punched that woman. Corey's career finna be over. Because he's saying all these derogatory stuff about women. He always want to fight on his show. Now they showed him punch a woman. And it's just like people going to be fed up with him. He beefed too much. He just beefing. And the thing is, he ain't even like that. He ain't that. He not that. He a funny man. He not that. He ain't that. Certain brothers would get on there and he'll be in his best behavior. He wouldn't dare. Yeah, he played Black Jesus. He sure did. And he played Black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Who played Black Jesus then? What's the name of the actor that played Black Jesus? Oh, that was Slink Johnson. I thought that was Corey all this time. Okay, I got you. It was a guest that hit him. I got you. But Corey set the atmosphere for the shit. I just don't like him. He negative. All this time I thought that was Corey. I swear they look the same shit. Yeah, Black Jesus was horrible. Yeah, I thought that was Corey all these years. Yeah, Black Jesus was horrible. As far as me being slow, just tell me the facts. You ain't got to say all that. You could have left all that out. What's your name, Quasi? You could have just told me the fact. All that you slow and all of that. See, you're a lot like Corey. See, here in Chicago, the you slow part, see, I get you did dirty. See, you would have turned a simple conversation into something. Nah, I didn't like it. I didn't like when Christ was really black and you're going to put a blonde wig on. I didn't like it. It was degrading because Christ was really black. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what's your name, Quasi? Watch your mouth over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your father, so I'm not slow. I'm not your father. You got me mixed up with another man in your. You got me mixed up with a man in your life like that. You know what I'm saying? See, some of you brothers on social media, y'all ain't got no diplomacy. That's why so many young brothers is getting hurt out in the streets because y'all on social media, so you just be saying anything. You know what I'm saying? On this social media, behaving in ways we don't really say all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought that was Corey. Yeah, this was trash. Because Christ really was black and he ain't gonna have no straight hair on his head. It was horrible. I didn't watch it much. I thought that was Corey's slow ass. But I don't really like Corey. Because I don't really like men that degrade women for jokes. And I don't know. And when you talk about who beat up Aries, all I know is Corey responsible for all that. It's on your show. If it's on your show, you supposed to control your stuff, and that ain't never supposed to happen. I thought it was Corey. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Too much aggression and all of that. Yeah, I thought it was Corey. I didn't watch number like one episode because I thought it was degrading. And I thought it was blasphemous. And I thought he was horrible. It was trash. It wasn't funny. And Corey not funny. And they say black people is the real children of Israel. I mean, it was just some mockery clown stuff. It was some clown stuff. It was definitely clown. He never worked no more after that. Not really. He didn't go nowhere. It flopped, actually. The show flopped. It wasn't funny at all. It was stupid, really. But I didn't like Corey grabbing his seat and jumping in the brother's face and all that. I really didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Corey's ruining this whole thing. And then we already got a bunch of negative people out here and they teach them to be They teaching them to be negative. They teaching them to be disrespectful, like this brother right here coming over here with all that disrespect because they watch stuff like that. And then shorties get out in the street and say that stuff. And you know what happened? That's why we got so much beef now. Because these shorties get on there and they rappers and they type that kind of weird stuff that the brother just typed to me, and then they be taking that serious. Then they go outside with this internet, playing on the internet. You know? Playing on the internet. Brothers is setting bad examples on the internet. Seriously, making black men looking like they ain't got no, no kind of diplomacy or nothing. Seriously. On the internet and on these podcasts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They say it wasn't Corey. They said it was the other brother. But Corey's just not funny. Corey's not funny. It's nothing funny about degrading single women and mothers and all that. He never been funny. It's only funny for men because you ain't the women. You ain't the butt of the joke. Corey never been funny. Corey always been degrading. That's going to be his lineage. When Corey's finished, Corey's going to be known as a woman hater. That's going to be his reputation. Somebody that takes his comedy and degrades women. That's going to be his kind. I don't like him. I just wasn't going to say something. Somebody asked me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me. I try to stay out of stuff like I got toxic masculinity. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay out of stuff like that. Like I said, I'm trying to stay out of prison and stay out of jail. I don't got the temperament for Corey. He's a comedian. I come out the streets for real. He a homeboy from Chicago, so I just try not to say nothing for the sake of the city. I just try to ignore him, but I got 3 daughters. I got a sister. I got a mother, grandma. I got a lot of women in my family. And I don't appreciate nobody making black women the butt of the joke. I just don't like it. I think black men weak for accepting that. And black men should have been checked his ass. But don't get up here disrespecting our women in front of all these other nationalities like that. Talking about welfare mothers and stuff. Talking about the women ain't got no money. You'll sleep with them and give them some money and all this. It shit not funny. So when he went and picked that chair up and sat in front of Aton, he was out of line. Bro, why you trying to do some gangster shit on this show? Like, why you trying to do the big tough guy wanting to fight? No, I'd stay out of that. So I'm only talking about because somebody asked me about it. I stay out of stuff like that. I have to stay out of stuff like that because, I got friends and associates out here and people say the wrong thing and then my guys is going, see what I'm saying? It could go bad. So I try to stay out of anything that could go left. See, with us, we not going to do the internet at all. So I try to stay out of it. I'm on YouTube trying to push some positive. I'm not trying to push violence and stuff like that. But I can say when it's serious shit like that, we don't do the internet. That's why you don't see me beefing. Who I'm known for beefing with? You see what I'm saying? You ever notice I'm not known for beefing? I'm not known for going back and forth? Because going back and forth with me is absolutely dangerous. Absolutely. And I'm on YouTube to talk about something interesting. I'm not over here to promote no violence. I'm not no baby. I'm 68. I was born in 1958. I grew up in Chicago. I've been outside all my life. I am not the one to play with. I stay out the way. I'm a superstar. I never been to the penitentiary, and I ain't going. I'm not going to the penitentiary. And I'm not responding, going back and forth. And Corey, he played too much for me. And he in a city where I might bump into him. So I ain't finna really do no Corey stuff and talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all of that. If I see him, I'm gonna keep going. Corey's done. They just showed him punching that woman in the face. His career's over. He's finished. He's done. Anton's gonna sue him for a fortune. Showed Anton's daughter. Talked about the man daughter and all that. And black men going for this type of stuff. But then the same black men that's laughing at that and watching Corey show Anton's daughter and all this talk crazy, you turn around next week and say, stop the violence in Chicago. Phony. You say, stop the same thing in Chicago be happening over shit like that. You'll turn around and say, stop the violence in Chicago. Stop all the stuff on the internet. Right? But yet Corey doing the same shit that's causing all the violence in Chicago. That's a fact. He doing the same shit. You see what I'm saying? He doing the same shit causing the violence in Chicago. He's supposed to be an OG. He's supposed to be able to talk to a brother without jumping in his face, pulling the chair up, say it again. Da, da, da. Come on, bro. You supposed to host your show. You know what Anton was on. If you don't like, this is what I be saying. Brothers log in over here and don't like me. The black man got to stop doing all that feminine behavior. Stop watching people you don't like. I get it all day. I got some brothers, they log in every time I go live and they don't like me. When is the black man going to get some backbone, act like a man? Ain't no man supposed to be watching another man he don't like or nothing he don't like with all this other stuff to watch. So if you over here and you don't like me, but you keep watching me, I already know you fooled. I already know you soft. You gonna fold. Ain't no gangsters doing that. I already know you soft. I got all these haters and shit, and when I go on this book tour, ain't nobody gonna step up. Because they're gonna pick up the vibe from my security and my They're going to pick up. You're going to know what it is. We trying to make sure people come and have a good time. I'm not trying to promote no violence or have nobody want to come do no fake arguments or none of that. I'm not sending none of my security or nothing to prison for no loser. We not doing that. We trying to set an example for the community. You don't see me watching no brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't be liking a lot of stuff Anton say, but you're not going to see me go on this channel and click on it and comment. That's feminine to me. Why would I go click on this stuff and comment? I don't even like you. Come on, bro. I'm going to go click on this channel and tell them I don't like them. Bruh, where we do that at? What we do is we go to the park. Jeffrey hang with Marcus and them. Jeffrey and Marcus and them over there. Raymond and Dwayne and them is over there. This is what G's do. You hanging with the people you hang with. You hanging with the people they hang with. And you keep your distance and everything say cool. You don't like Dwayne and go get in this circle. I don't even like you. No. Go over there. Go over there. Why is you going to go in his face to tell him you don't like him? It's a big-ass world. It's a big-ass park. It's a big-ass neighborhood. How long is a black man going to go out his way to go on somebody's channel to tell them they don't like them, to go on somebody's show to tell them they don't like them? You can't be the king of another man's jungle. Go get your own damn jungle. Over here, this is my channel. You cannot come over here going against me. Go get you some business and get you some testosterone and get you some backbone. Because if you going around somebody you don't like, you feminine. You're feminine. Don't know men do that. They hang with the people they get along with. Don't know men run behind nobody they don't get along with. Hey, come here. I don't like you. Let me click on this and let him know I don't like him. What kind of man? I got brothers that see me go live and don't like me and click and come over here every time I go live. Thinking they irritating me. They're not irritating me. I'm just wondering what kind of life you got. Your life is horrible. I already know you're going to go away. I know you're going to disappear because you're only going to be able to do that so long. You're going to have to concentrate on some money, how you going to function. You ain't got no time to troll me. You ain't going to get paid for trolling me. So I already know you're going to go away. It's temporary. That you're going to get tired of it. Who in the hell got time to go live and find somebody and troll them? You know how messed up your life is to go around somebody you don't like? Corey bogus. You invite somebody on your channel that you don't like. Really. To let them know. I voted you. I invite you over here to tell you I don't like you. It's like, bruh, really? You could have invited somebody you like and introduced us to somebody you like that's saying something. Now, if you want to invite the opposition, then let us hear the opposition. If I invite somebody over here that says the opposite of what I'm saying, that's because I'm finna let them talk. So I'm like, dude got an opposite opinion. Let me bring him over here so y'all can hear what he say. Period. And I'm going to let him talk. And then I'm going to come in and say my side if I want to go back and forth, which I don't do, but I would. But I'm going to let the person say what they say. We're not going to start arguing and all that. If I'm going to argue with them, why would I let them come over here? Make some sense. So I should bring somebody over here that's got a point of view I don't like and argue and and talk crazy to him and want to fight with him and argue with him. I'm going to argue with somebody I invited. No matter if they got a different point of view, I'm a host, and you're supposed to be a gracious host. Corey was not a gracious host. He's unprofessional. He invited somebody on his channel, and he wasn't a gracious host and let the man talk. You invited the man for the man to talk. No. You want to start name calling and all of this stuff. And you do, and Corey trying to talk to somebody about stand up for the black community when he's the worst example of the black community itself, and he represents degrading women. How could you tell Anton what to say when Corey is a horrible, horrible representation of black men, disrespecting mamas and aunties and black women and putting it out there in the white world, making it look like black women ain't nothing but welfare mothers and shit like that. And y'all let them get away with that. I'll come on this show and talk to him as long as he stay in his seat and behave himself. I'm not going to prison. I got PTSD. I can't do that shit. Read between the lines. I can't go on there with him like that. And if he want to have an intelligent conversation, we could do it. I can't go over there with him getting all belligerent and shit like that. He know what's up in Chicago. You from Chicago. He know the deal. He know how it go in Iraq. He know, but he act like he don't know how it go. I know people that'll go right in his face and disrespect him straight up outside and be really ready to pull it. See what I'm saying? We grown ass men. We ain't trying to have that type of behavior and then tell the youth not to act like that. Man, let me tell you something, G-Rock. If I go on Corey Holcomb, he not going to do shit. Facts. Not with the niggas I'm bringing. He already know what time it is. And I'm going to bring some people he know. I'm going to bring some people that's got no. It's going to be known when I walk in there. Oh, it's not going to be none of that. That nigga would never play with me. When I tell you my reputation precedes me, I mean that. Corey would not play with me. And that's a fact. No, he won't play with me. He ain't no hothead. If he was a hothead in Chicago, he'd be unalived already. You understand? If he was a hothead, he'd be unalived already. Facts. If he was, y'all think he got and he grew up in Chicago, y'all really think he like that? And he out there in LA? And y'all really think he like that? You think he'll survive in LA like that? Y'all think he in LA, out there in LA like that, acting like that? No. He picking and choosing his targets. If Corey was acting like that in the world with black men, he'd be gone already. I'm telling you. And something gonna happen to him. Something gonna happen to watch. Here's watch. He made himself a target in the black community. We have, I wish Ian would do that with me. You know how many black people You know how many black people seen him and said, man, I wish he would. Boy, I wish he would have did. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would have. That's what's going on. It's a lot of people looking at him saying, I wish he would play with me like that. I'm telling you, he just made a lot of enemies. I'm telling you, he just asking for trouble. When you walk around with that fighting energy and that like that, it cuts up with you. He's attracting the wrong type of energy. I wouldn't want to go on there because I wouldn't want my name mixed with him. I don't want my name mixed with him. Not because I'm scared, but I wouldn't want my name mixed with him. Because he's over it. He's done. Cause who gonna want to be around him? He's nobody's gonna want to be around him. You bring down everybody's stock. You fighting it all the time. Now they showed you punching a lady in the face. Bruh, who want to be around you? And you the big bad wolf and you done punch this lady in the face. You know what I'm saying? Man, he been on that. It's a way he shows he's dominant. No, he's not dominant. He not dominant. In the hood, he not showing dominance. He's showing weakness. In the streets, in the gang culture, in the violent, he is showing the opposite. They looking at him and weak. In the hood, if somebody say something to you that you don't like, and you pick up your chair and you sit in their face and you say it again, in the hood, you pussy. You already see it. In the hood, he's a kitty cat right there. Once he said, say it again, say it again. In the hood, nah, he lost points right there. You don't even want to talk about outside like that. Once he picked that chair up and he went up, he shouldn't even pick the chair up. He should have just either got busy or sat down. The man said it already. Then the man told you, let's go outside, and you didn't even go. He said, let's go outside right now. Where I come from, you get up and you go outside. Listen, Craig, where I come from, when you mad at the brother and you put the chair in his face and the brother say, let's go outside right now. If you don't take that challenge in the streets, you're a kitty cat. In the streets, I don't know about the internet. But when he told you, let's go, y'all beefing, he said, let's go outside right now. You're supposed to get up and go outside right then. Say it again. Say it again. He like, let's go outside right now. You didn't go. In the hood, in the county jail, in these prisons, no, he'll be dog food. We'll be eating his lunch tomorrow. Look, let's say Anton is a GD and Corey is a vice lord. And he did and do and the GD told him to go outside, he didn't go. You know he'll get a violation for that, right? Yeah. Yeah, you need to get a violation for that. Because they'd be like, Lord, why you ain't go outside? No, Lord, the man said come outside. You tucked your tail. You making vice, you know what I'm saying? He ain't representing no Chicago with no shit like that. Then he not representing Chicago because Chicago, they doing all this gunplay and stuff. So ain't nobody trying to promote no violence in no shooting type of environment. Corey out of line any way you look at it. We trying to stop the violence. We trying to get Shorty to put the guns down. Why is you out here behaving like that? And you's a grown ass man and you's a weak ass comedian. What do comedy got to do with all that? I don't respect it. You invite somebody to your show and then you want to fight them and you want to diss them. What you invite them for? Come on, man. Make it make some sense. That's what it is, though, y'all. You know what I mean? Stay positive. You know, emotional men, not necessarily a good thing. G's up.